my PC 6300 by AT&T. It's been a while since I had a video about this. It was my first video. And I had a couple of videos after that about it. It's like, I have everything I want for it, right? I have there's a expansion memory for EMS, although I think one of the chips in this bank is bad. It's only used for Windows. It's like Windows, whatever. It has a VGA card in it. Yeah, there's things interesting about the VGA compatibility because of certain things, but there's a VGA card in it. You don't have to use that bespoke monitor for it, and I have it hooked up with a KVM, so it's like at least it works there. Text works fine. Everything else, I have an external CF with the XT IDE on here, so yeah, there's got that going for me. Yeah, sound card, sound blaster. It's like apparently these are getting up there in price. Excuse the hand. I just want to the 1350B. Those aren't apparently easy to come by anymore. So yeah, okay, that's cool. And actually not. That's the CD-ROM drive controller, CD-ROM, and that's the XT IDE. So yeah, everything is tip-top shape, I guess. A V30 is installed in it and everything else, and yeah, it's a pretty tricked out PC 6300. What's this guy doing here? That's another PC 6300, right? That's what the front looks like. It's also tricked out here. Come on, if you can focus right there. Yeah. Somebody modded this guy a lot. Yeah, look, okay. There's a CD-ROM drive right there. It still has the 5 1/4 right there. Couldn't put that in with my Gotek, but oh, look at that's an interesting place for a floppy drive. 1.44 megabyte. Interesting. Looks like there's a spinning disk down there. It's like, okay, cool. What else do we have here? So it looks like there's an expanded memory card on here. I can't really see. We'll get into that later, maybe. I guess. Wait, is that there's VGA? Is that a VGA card? This is what? Where does this go to? That goes to the hard drive. Hey, is this an old school? Oh, look at this! An old school 8-bit controller card. That works in here. Oh, that's 8-bit I/O multi I/O, because it looks like there's serial down there too. It looks like I think that's a multi I/O board. Maybe not. Well, oh yeah, look at it. That's a yeah. You're not gonna be able to see serial. Anyway, multi I/O. Interesting. Oh, look, there's an 8-bit floppy controller. What is that? Compati card. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to get, a higher capacity floppy on here, I guess. That's cool. And, of course, okay, there's another CD-ROM controller. The CD-ROM is there. There's an ATX power supply here. I don't know what happened to the original, but, alright, well, ATX is Pentium 4 connector. I think we'll be needing that on this. And, what's that there? Yeah, I know. I don't. It's silly. Why am I talking like this? You know exactly what's on this video because it's on the freaking the title of the video. That is what I thought was unobtainium. That is a bus correction kit from W. Allen Associates. And that's the reason why I got the whole shebang. I've had a lookout for this on eBay for, I guess, 5 years, 4.5 years now, somewhere like that. Back in 2017, yeah. Oh, 5 years. And never came up. Oh, look, and then they put an extra speaker on here, a bigger speaker, more sound. And interestingly enough, an eBay seller that I've been following as well. So I don't know what it actually caught on for my eBay watch list. Was it the seller or was it the keyword? Could have been both. I don't know. I don't at this point, but I saw it, and they were doing the whole machine. Just for the sake of asking, because yes, it doesn't hurt to ask. I asked, can that get parted out and make it sold separately? And with this machine as it is, with all of the modifications to it, everything else, especially with the graphics and what it was being sold for online for, the price and what was put into it, seller said no, which was completely understandable. Because once you take that out, and I'll get to a point later on, once you take that out, this machine definitely will not function the same way as it is functioning right now. So, what is it? It's a W. Allen bus correction kit from 87, 88, something like that. Got multiple discs and other things with it. Documentation, keyboard, joystick, a lot of stuff with it. We have, I was looking at this stuff. There's plain boot. Let's see. Can't see that. Look at this. We still, you got the original W. Allen Associates support software for the cards. So this guy, this was an awesome packing job. Everything else, this is a complete system, which technically I didn't need, but it's really, really nice that everything is in place. Documentation. So I didn't know that they made all this other stuff. The Compati 2 card. This is going to be for that Compati card is to put higher capacity cards in the AT&T 6300. And that's by W. Allen Associates. This is information about the 1.43 ROMs, which I guess they sold separately, I guess. Interesting. But, you need 1.43 for this to work correctly. Information. There's the bus correction kit, general information, instructions on how to use, installation, motherboard dip switches, how to boot the machine, setting the bus speed, set it to fast or slow. There's a PC XT keyboard adapter, which actually is back there as well as attached. So instead of the keyboard connector that looks like a serial port for the original model, you'll hook in an XT keyboard on there. You know what? I had no clue any of that stuff existed. And it's like, I guess this, there's not much information about them out there as far as I can see. And when it is talked about, it's basically about the bus correction kit, which is about 2 pages online about it, maybe 3 if you're lucky. I guess they sold a V30. There's a clock fix because clock doesn't go above 1993 apparently. So these are the products that they sold. So I guess it seems like they are AT&T PC 6300 centric, and all the video cards that have been tried out, and you know, that's good documentation right there. So okay, you know what? I still haven't gotten into it. What exactly is it? Well, the thing about it is, the PC 6300 is a very early PC, quote unquote, compatible IBM clone, whatever. And the original PC has an 8088 processor, so it's 8-bit external. This uses an 8086, although both of these have been upgraded to a V30, which actually has a 16-bit external. The 8086 does, and the V30. So I'm not saying that the V30 only has the 16-bit external. Whatever. But I mean, like, the thing is, it's easier to see here. AT&T's implementation is of 16-bit. That's an 8-bit. At that time, it was only called PC bus slot because only turned into ISA after the AT was around. So this was their 16-bit solution, proprietary, basically used for memory. This is not one of the memory ones that uses it. But the funny thing is, later on, when you're getting into EGA and VGA and certain other cards, they needed to talk 16-bit. And the thing is, like, okay, and correct me if I'm wrong with any of this, but this is my thinking of how everything played out. So VGA and EGA especially talk a lot on 16-bit. And so how do you put 16-bit on an 8-bit bus? Well, you split it in two. Well, what IBM did, which everybody else did, which came the standard and way of implementing it, and what AT&T did, or more correctly, Olivetti, because this is an actually Olivetti machine. It's the M23 over in Europe, AT&T, and there's a Xerox one over here too. They put the bit order in the wrong way. Not necessarily the wrong way, but it wasn't standardized back then. They put low to high. Everybody else did high to low. So high bit first, low bits second. What this does, it transposes it. If it's doing at 16-bit, and you know what? I might just take that. Well, no, I'm gonna leave this as is right now, and I'll do something later. But so what it does is takes those calls and just flips them around. That's all it does. Simple, right? I don't know. There was a thread on VC Fed on their forum that it went somewhere. There's boards created, but I'm not exactly sure what the end status of a homebrew, and this might actually be homebrew too. This might have been just one guy in his basement creating these things, for all we know. Anybody has more information about that, let me know. But as a homebrew open solution for something like this, so they're not impossible to find anymore. But nothing. I don't think it completed. I don't know. I commented on that forum many years ago, but anyway. So that is that for now. It's 14 minutes of just me talking and fooling around, and I'm kind of excited to see what happens, because you know what the problems with VGA is, like, okay, a lot of things crash, a lot of things don't work. If you can get VGA working, you're limited to black and white sometimes. This is to fix that. So I'm breaking this up. This is not going to be one of my 1.5 hour long videos that nobody watches. It's going to be a 15-minute video that nobody watches. Second part is coming up. I am going to turn this on. I haven't turned this on yet. And I will, you'll be there for the ride and see how this works. Last part will be me moving some of the stuff over from this machine. This is gonna still be my main machine because I like the face better, I guess. I mean, I guess I could swap them out. I mean, this was painted. This was after, obviously, after you know, that didn't come from factory like that. And the so yeah, I'm going to be moving it to this. I'm going to be keeping, you know, the CD-ROM. I'm GoTech, although I might get a 1.44 GoTech. I don't know. To see if that what I don't think that takes over from the built-in floppy, but I might be wrong. Anyway, we're going to check all that out in another part. So at this time, thank you for watching, and very shortly you'll see me in the next one. Bye.